It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Coming up next.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the New York Jets. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. He'll find Williams on the slant. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
On first down, Rodgers. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
And again, it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers again now. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Throwing now is Rodgers. Down, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Yards as he's tackled at the 20. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Wilson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's start, baby.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Dances by him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Josh Reynolds. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Keep on points. Let's do this, man. Don't give him. What's the point on the scoreboard?
The give now to Abanikanda. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball.
That is caught by Williams for a Jets touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. pressure the quarterback, and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now Riley Dixon on. He did his collegiate kicking upstate at Syracuse. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run to Hall. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, right back to Hall. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Now,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll go down at the 28. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
the made field goal. Zerline back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over, 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he is not going to get the 1st down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. taken in at the 22. That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Again, here's Pirine. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reynolds. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Up the middle, it's Williams. And able to get this to the 31. Second down and 6 now. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mims in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
On third down, Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pirine will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. New York's offense back out there and set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Rodgers now on first down. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive? Were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Throwing is Rodgers. Throw right side, Wilson. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 16 yards, a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go, baby.
They go play action with Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On second down, P. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. What a reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Once more, complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He gets it underneath to Hall. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Rodgers. It's picked up. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Throwing is Wilson.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
New York ready to go again offensively. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll run with Hall.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. It's a pickup of 6. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
So the completion good for just 3, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We got to be big time now.
Time to shine, fellas.
Straight ahead is home.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Denver's offense now set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
These guys, so they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Rodgers going to throw. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They begin the drive with Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 115 yards rushing for him now, as he's done it on 19 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Wilson. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On play action, Rodgers.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Outright, he's got Ruckert.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 7.
To throw is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Broncos now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:53 remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Able to find Mims. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Again, Wilson.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Here's 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.